Hello, our loves. Welcome to World's Cup of Joe, Awaken Your Soul. You got Joanne and Elizabeth here, and we are so thankful to be able to share with you this energy, balance energy of union in your twin flame connection. So if you're new here, welcome. Me and Elizabeth are both in permanent relating experiences with our twin flames. We've been helping beautiful souls really work with this energy in their own personal connection to allow it to shift in a place that is deeper, and they're able to maneuver this cray connection more than they've ever been able to before. And the reason why me and Elizabeth are able to help so much, and this is why we got you all in here, is this energy is so easy to watch, love. And we've done this enough so much now that we can see where each divine feminine is in their journey just based on their energy. Literally, we can have a conversation, and in that first conversation, or even just a post, in that one post, we could already feel it's like energy doesn't lie. It doesn't have biases. Energy is simply where it's at. And we can feel you, my loves. We can feel you when you're in soul. And we can feel you when your energy is consumed with mind. And we can also see where your connection is headed based on where your energy is at. And so when we meet beautiful souls that are in a really bad place in their journey, where it's like, the person has me completely blocked, it's been years, I'm done, this is like cray tears, and just really hard place to get out of, me and Elizabeth kind of put both of our hard work together, and we pour our love and our energy, and we help you get to this other side of peace, the other side of neutrality, and the other side of being able to work with this connection, because this connection is energetic. And that's why we can really see how people's connection is going just from seeing the divine feminine's energy. And why is the divine feminine so powerful in this connection? Because I didn't say anything about the divine masculine's energy, even though it's the same energy. I'm talking about the divine feminine's energy, because the divine feminine is the one that runs this energy. The divine masculine is asleep. Most of them, there might be a few percentages, but majority of divine masculines in this connection is asleep. And the divine feminine is the one that's awakened to it. And they are like flipped upside down, waking up in this journey, recognizing their other half of their soul is literally like them, and they don't understand why they can't get this person out of their mind, and everything about this person is so amazing, and they can't like move on. And you start waking up to this journey, and you start shifting. And when the divine feminine starts shifting, then the divine masculine starts coming in. But if the divine feminine is lost in the mind, in the stories, in the addictive energy, the divine feminine loops in that energy, and the divine masculine is nowhere to be found. This is an energetic reveal in every divine feminine's connection, depending on where their energy is at. And so this is why I say, when we work with people or even see posts, we can feel your energy, my loves. And we want you all to shift. This is why we make these videos. We want you all to shift. We want you all to realize what this journey is about. It's like we're trying to wake you up from this matrix of twin flame programming Everybody's been programmed from a lot of people who say, hey, it's all about the divine masculine, and here's energy update, and here's some tarot readings, and let's just revolve our life around this other person. And when you do that, you loop. When you do that, your divine masculine can't find you. And when you start shifting and you start making this journey about you, you start seeing your divine masculine, your negative polarity starts showing you that energy back in the physical. And it's literally just energy. It's positive. You as a positive polarity are in control of the energy. You could either push your person away, so far away that they can't find you and get to you. Believe me and Elizabeth know how far away that is. If you're curious on what that looks like, you're going to start seeing community posts from us, and you'll see the phases that we've had to go through in our journey. And the biggest one that we had to go through was to shift out of separation consciousness, seeing our person separate from us, getting through the dark night, and having this really long separation where we never knew if they were going to ever come back again in our life, to getting to the place where we were able to put the focus on us and start balancing our people. But this isn't easy by any means. And this is why I got you here, love. I really want people to know how easy this energy is. And tell them a little bit about how simple it is if they look at it in a scheme of energy, where there's an energy of A and an energy of B. We really want to make this simplify. Simplify for us to be able to explain this energy to you. So go ahead, love.
Yeah, so for all of you listening, we were actually on the phone talking about this, and we were like, let's just hit record, because this stuff is good. We need to share it. And this is how simple the energy of this connection is. There's two kinds of energy. I'm going to call them A and B. A is mind, B is soul. That's it. That's the only two kinds of energy there is that affect your person and your connection. If you are constantly in the energy of A, your person will be away. They will be separate. They will be where they cannot call you. They cannot reach out to you. They cannot see you. If you are in the energy of B, which is soul, they're going to be there, period. And so when you're saying, like, we know, we can feel the shift, we can feel the energy of clients, of people on YouTube that are reaching out, of anyone we talk to, it really is that simple. We can feel if you're in energy A or if you're in energy B. Again, are you in the energy of mind or are you in the energy of soul? Are you focused on your person or are you focused on yourself? Those are really, really big distinctions, right? You'll see the people who are messaging us that are writing in our YouTube channel that are saying, like, my person's reaching out, I feel so amazing, the majority of what they're talking about is going to be very centered on themselves and how they're feeling. The people that are really in a rough place and are looping, they're constantly talking about what their person is thinking, doing, or feeling, or wanting to know what their person is thinking, doing, and feeling. Read some of the comments, really see the people who are, really, really showing that they're balanced are the ones that are talking about themselves and their journey and how amazing they feel finding a sense of peace in this journey. So again, it's very, very simple. You're either in energy A, mind, or you're in energy B, soul. You're either pushing A or you're drawing them in, B. It's not more difficult than that. We complicate it. The mind complicates it because it's so all-consuming, and we can't get out of that spiraling of that addictive energy. What are they doing? What are they thinking? How can I be better? How can... That's all A. And we're going to shift now to, how do I make this about me? How do I start feeling better? What is it I like? What inspires me? What brings me joy? How do I make sure that I wake up every morning and really center myself and really start reaching for a little bit more place of neutrality each and every day? How do I wake up focusing on me? That's you now really shifting your intention, and that's you getting into that space where you can be in the energy of be, which is soul. And we notice when our clients really start that shifting of turning the energy that has been so focused externally, and then they start focusing internally, they make that shift from external need to internal need. That's when their person starts reaching out to them. It's like what we were saying before, Joanne. It's so simple because all of our stories, they may be different in context and in what happens, but our people all react the exact same way. It's not like a soulmate connection where you can have a conversation about something and you really don't know how the person's going to respond. In this connection, you know how they're going to respond. They're going to either A, pull because you're in mind, or B, be drawn in and want to stay around you because you're in soul. That's not how it is with a soulmate connection. There are variables with a soulmate connection, like in any other relationship you have with family, friends, coworkers, acquaintances. This connection is different. This connection, there's only two options: mind or soul. Mind or soul. Mind or soul. And if you are constantly in mind, they can't find you. Even if they want to find you, they can't find you. But if you're in soul, my love, they will search high and low for you. They will not give up trying to find you. And so we have all these people that are always worried, like, well, what if I block them because I want to go within and I want to focus on me? What if my person is trying to find me? Trust us. They will find you. That's the beautiful thing about soul and this energy. They will find you. It's really, really cool. It's really, really magical when this happens because the mind is so limited in what it thinks can happen. The soul is so powerful. It's so powerful.
You know why it's so hard to go from A to B, right? We've been conditioned to live with mind. So we've been conditioned to live in A, which means I'm going to focus only on my person. What about this? What about this? What about this? What about that? What about that? What about that? What about this, that, without ever being in soul. It's all mind. And guess what? The mind loves that. The mind wants to keep you apart from your person. Because if you're in mind, you're never going to be in soul. And if you're in soul, you're definitely not going to be in mind. And so let me give you this hamster wheel, this twin flame hamster wheel where you can keep looping in your connection by giving you these stories, by giving you these future scenarios, by giving you all of these potentials or all of the things that you did wrong when you guys were together. And you're hopping and looping between past and future, past and future, past and future. And all you're doing is you're blocking. You think your person's blocking you, but it's actually the other way around. You're blocking your person from coming and being with you by giving this energy a push in this connection, because it really is that simple. It's A or B. And instead of just being in soul, where you were naturally born as, where we were all conditioned to not be in, because mind is all that's been activated. Mind thinks the soul stuff is boring. Let's get real. That's what my mind sure did.
Joanne, you
go ahead.
You made me think about something. If we see a comment, or if you who are listening are thinking this thought in your head that starts with, but what about mind? But what about mind? We can't be in a place of, but what about? Because, but what about is a thought from the past that you're trying to figure out, or it's something about the future you're trying to figure out, and it's not in this present moment. What about don't matter anymore in this connection. They really don't. Like, we don't even have to hear the, but what about? What about if it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. And we'll say that over and over again. It's irrelevant because it's simply your energy. How is your energy? Period.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and this is our tough love that we want to share because we know the magic of this journey. We know what you are capable of, what your soul's capable of. We know the kind of connection you can have if you align with soul. And it's beautiful. It is beyond anything you've ever experienced, even better than your bubble phase. Seriously.
It
you can't get there. You can't get there if you're constantly, but what about? But what about? But what about? Because that's fine. You have to be able to just be, it's irrelevant. I am my soul, and I'm letting go of any kind of need, any kind of judgment, any kind of preference, any kind of expectations of this person, and I'm merely going to interact with them through soul, through the source energy that I am. And when I'm not capable of that, I'm going to take a step back and make sure that I'm not spewing my energy onto them, and I'm going to bring it back to me.
Yeah, and we know that the mind is going to have reservations. It's going to have a hard time with this truth. It's really going to be like, why? Why can't I worry about my person? Why can't I think about my person? Why can't I make it all about my person? I love them unconditionally. It has to be all about them. Why? What about? And it's just like question after question after question. And it's all just mine. Because if you look at it in the lens of soul doesn't care what the answers are, because soul already is the answer. Soul literally has all the answers from within. And so the what about is actually answered internally. It's almost like a part of you knows all the answers, because all the questions are from mine, and you're not mine, you're soul. As soon as you align with soul, a part of source and a part of your person answers all of your questions. And we'll notice too, most of the people we work with, the more and more their questions start going within about themselves, about their spiritual ascension, about their spiritual journey, about surrendering, about focusing on feeling better, the more and more their questions start asking balancing questions like, how do I combat this when my person, or hey, my person reached out. And it's like, there's this shift that happens. The more and more their questions start going about themselves, the more and more they're experiencing their person in the physical. So what you can gauge, my love, is where am I? Am I in A, which is mind, or am I in B, which is soul? And how can I be more and more in B so that I don't live in A for the rest of my life, so that I can be in B, which is soul? And the rest of the alphabet just makes sense, because soul is everything. And A, which is where we were primarily living in, which was mine, no longer runs our connection. This is why we all woke up. It's like everyone woke up because of this person to show us who we are, but it's just the gateway to know more about who we are. Yet we stop asking more questions about who we are, when the whole purpose of this journey is to get to know who we are. This is all about you. This journey is about you. Then as soon as you start shifting, again, it's simple. As soon as you start shifting, all about soul is when your twin flame starts shifting all their focus on you. And when we say there's magic, my loves, the magic is crazy. It's beyond what our mind can imagine. And our beautiful souls that we've been helping, when they see their soul on the other side, and we give them that, of course, they're kind of laughing at the energy like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Everything you said was true. Everything you said was true. And that's why we say, of course, because the energy doesn't lie. The energy isn't biased. You can't BS your soul. It's like this crazy, elaborate, yet really simple plan that God gave us to get deeper within ourselves. And all you can do is really laugh at the energy. But if you look at it so simplified, with everyone else, you can complicate it all you want. But with your person, am I in mind and soul? That's it. That's the simplified path. And if I'm in mind, I'm going to go back to soul. And if I keep going into soul and I keep focusing on me, my soul's going to find me. And my soul is going to crawl their way, break every boundaries in the way to get to me, when all I'm doing is making it about me, because my twin flame is my soul. And when I'm in soul, I am all they crave, I'm all they need, and they can't ever be away from me when all I'm being is my soul. We love you guys so much. We hope you can feel this energy And our hope is that you can feel the energy so you can see yourselves bouncing off of mind, shifting out of mind, and shifting purely in soul, so you can have this balanced, neutralized energy. This is union energy. If you can put any pinpoint of energy, union energy is neutralized. Union energy is soul. Union energy is pure love. It's being in this energy of who you really are. This, my love, is your twin flame. It really is. This is your twin flame. When you're focusing so much on your person and you're looking at them through the lens of separation consciousness, you're getting further and further from your twin flame. But when you start going within and you start getting into that unity consciousness, that is soul. Are you in A or are you in B? And if I'm in A, how can I shift into B so that I am closer and closer to my soul and closer to not only my person, but who I really am? We love you guys so much. We hope you have an amazing, amazing soulful day. Bye, love.
Bye, love.